Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Play action now, Mariota. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Counter play with Jacobs. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. On play action, Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mark under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A big play there for KC.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. 20. 10.
Bring in the second string.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Hey, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Flushed out right. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake, Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 28-0. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw Mariota. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Corey Littleton in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Mariota. Over the middle, it's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It'll still lead to a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They go play action. Mariota.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. One. It's 50, Mike, it's 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Three. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, check.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him now. They tend to leave him in.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Cut.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Mike's Fofo. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Block.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
72 yards on the ground for him so far. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to